Four Corner News, where truth speaks.
So long as the sun gives us light in the sky, so long as the moon and the stars are light by night, so long as the seas and the oceans abide, we the Israelites, we won't die. So long as the sun gives us light in the sky, so long as the moon and the stars are light by night, so long as the seas and the oceans abide, we the Israelites know we won't die.
Every morning I wake up, me and the sun we make up. The light kisses my skin, it's hit because of Jacob. For everlasting, that fervent passion. My melanin is perfect fashion. Esau is bashing, I'm laughing. He catching cancer, there is no answer. The order in the sky at night, that ain't no prancer. And when you see the kingdom come, that light enhances. And you, compared to a Jew, that's my advantage. So we won't die, as long as the ordinance is stay on time. And just like the sun is you, we gon' rise. We don't know the time, but he'll be on time. Be on time.
So long as the sun gives us light in the sky, so long as the moon and the stars are light by night, so long as the seas and the oceans abide, we the Israelites, we won't die. So long as the sun gives us light in the sky, so long as the moon and the stars are light by night, so long as the seas and the oceans abide, we the Israelites know we won't
break me down, you won't take my crown. We the greatest on the planet, and we can't be confounded. Give all praises to the Most High. He chose me way before I had life. It's okay the things to say to me, but I'm telling you now, I'ma make nations bow down, heathens bow down, just bow down.
So long as the sun gives us light in the sky, so long as the moon and the stars are light by night, so long as the seas and the oceans abide, we the Israelites, we won't die. So long as the sun gives us light in the sky, so long as the moon and the stars are light by night, so long as the seas and the oceans abide.
Four Corner News, where truth
Bless his
speaks.
head, bless his head, bless his head. Yeah. See, I've been going through some things you don't know. Been holding too long, I can't hold it no more. The old man wants to kill me, but he don't know that I've been dying daily, so he gon' fall. Even if I do fall, I don't stay too long. I may go fast and pray and add on one thing. 2 chapters every day, Genesis to Revelation, gonna read, hold your pace. I can say things written in the past was for today. Oh, when I be all up in them scriptures, you know, them demons can't get in this, you know. Revelation 1 and 3, no. Blessed is he I read. When I be going through some things, you know I read. When I be going through my trials, you know I read. Deuteronomy be telling me I read. Blessed is he, blessed is he I read. When I be going through some things, you know I read. When I be going through my trials, you know I read. Deuteronomy be killing me, I read. Blessed is it, blessed is it. I've been reading to learn, you know, how the devil use those that don't know themselves. Or the Most High God knows those that will be the pure gold, standing in the end. Oh, how we will rise if we die in the ride. The dead that's in Christ will meet us in the sky. Gotta read from 9 to 5, the devil hide in the grass like a roaring lion. Hold that, James 1:25. Don't forget the when I read and gotta hold inside. Whoa, when I be all up in them scriptures, no, them demons can't get in addition, no. Revelation 1 and 3, no. Yeah, blessed is he I read. When I be going through some things, you know I read. When I be going through my trials, you know I read. Deuteronomy be killing me, I read. Blessed is he, blessed is he I read. When I be going through some things, you know I read. When I be going through my trials, you know I read. Deuteronomy be killing me, I read. Blessed is he, blessed is he. Blessed is he, blessed is he. Blessed is he that, blessed is he that, blessed is he that, blessed is he that, blessed is he I read. When I be going through some things, you know I read. When I be going through my trials, you know I read. Deuteronomy be killing me, I read. Blessed is he, blessed is he I read. When I be going through some things, you know I read. When I be going through my trials, you know I read. Deuteronomy be killing me, I read. Blessed is he, blessed is he.
Blessed is he that reads everything he sees. Get eternal life. Yeah.
You say what I say when things go wrong. Let's communicate. We got problems. Just stand by me. In the 12 tribes, as my family. You're my brother. I got ya. You're my sister. I got ya. You're my brother. I got ya. You're my sister. I got ya.
I got you like that joke that didn't go over my head. For you, I lose my bread. For you, I got mad love. And yeah, true that. I look in the mirror and I see you back. I can never ever hold a grudge or have hate for you. I ask, like, wow, would you do that? You keep God's commandments, I know that's right. Do you do that? Gotta prove you first and I got your back like chiropract. I don't want no drama, my watches ain't got no time for that. If you in sin, then you know I gotta mention it. We don't want no beef, but we got fruits to meet. Repentance and is to save your life for a life. Matthew 18 can end the strife, and that's precise. And yep, it's like that. You deal with the same things I deal with, we can fight that. One body, you know we got the same mind. It's funny we say the same things at the same time because
you say what I say when things go wrong. Let's communicate. We got problems. Just stand by me. In the 12 tribes, that's my family. You're my brother. I got ya. You're my sister. I got ya, 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 got ya.
Four Corner News, where truth speaks.
One day, I hope to expand my life with a rib by my side. From that day, we can keep the lost together. Make a covenant with my eyes. I'll delight myself in the Lord and I'll fast, and He'll give my desires if I'll ask for the things my heart desires. I'll meet a sister in our tree.
be feeling like it's over. But then I open my Bible and I remember Proverbs 3 and 5. Trust in the Lord on my mind. Trust in the Lord on my mind. Trust in the Lord on my mind. Not the time to be feeble. Satisfied on heavy thoughts. The day's low for temptation. Lord is trying fire. Not the time to be feeble. Constantly endure.
Four Corner News, where truth speaks.
Welcome to Four Corners News,
Shalom.
where the truth speaks. That's right. I'm Captain Zakar to my left,
Captain Severus.
to my right,
Captain Gad.
to my far left.
Offsides or not?
Put the camera on that,
Come on,
brother.
man.
Put the camera on it.
Bruh,
Every
bruh,
week he's
bruh.
on. Oh, he was already looking.
Hey, all
Put the
praises.
Hey, turn that brother mic up, man.
Say your name
I
again.
got offside Abaddon's mic.
Say your name again, man.
I'm offsides Anaya.
He's
Bruh, speak like a man,
Now you
bruh.
trying to bury,
No, man, he
bury
trying
white
to-
that
You trying to get married. I've been trying to
Hey,
get
the
married.
mic is just too low. So.
Oh, yeah.
now the mic alone
Hey,
now.
hey, that brother got a happy wife, happy life tone.
Oh, I hope not. I hope not.
Your brother had to take a sip. Okay. All right, let's go, man. Hey, welcome to Four Corners News, man. We got a lot to get through tonight. It's been a lot going on in the news. Hey, where you at back here on the camera, man? Get the camera off that brother, man. We got a lot going on in the news, man. Some stuff has been going on this week. The Most High has given us plenty information to talk about, to bring it out to our people, to make the Bible relevant to you that do not know what's going on in the world, and show you how the Bible is a living book. So that's what we're going to do here on Four Corners News, man.
That's right.
I know everybody's hearing about it. It's been beat over the head like a dead
it's the
horse.
main
right?
topic of
It's the main
the
topic.
world
you see
right
it on
now.
Sports Center and talk radio, news, everything. So this past Sunday, NBA legend Kobe Bryant passed away in a helicopter crash with his 13-year-old daughter, and I believe her name was Gianna, if you say so. And I know a lot of people, it was near and dear to a lot of people's heart, because I was thinking about this. Kobe is like he's the millennials Jordan. You know, like some of us grew up watching Jordan in the 90s, playing against the Knicks and stuff like that, and Detroit, that type, and going to the finals and all of that. That was who we looked at when we was coming up in the world. So for these millennials, their Jordan is Kobe. That's all they know. That's all they seen, because Jordan had retired by that time. So he's near and dear to a lot of people's heart here in America. He passed away. You've been seeing the outpouring of the love and support they have for him and his family and stuff like that. Let's pull up the article and let's see what it's saying. We'll go into this a little bit here, and we're going to explain the death of Kobe to a lot of people that are searching for answers. Pull up that article when you get the chance, man. Okay. All right. So it says here, Kobe Bryant's teen daughter, Gianna, among dead in helicopter crash. Right? Hey, let's go down to it. Let's go down to it. So you see the picture of Kobe. You can drop the black bars if you can. Hey, man, they don't know what they're doing back there. Yeah, there we go. And the Miami and all of that. Oh, okay. Come on, y'all. Work with. There we go. So you can see a picture of him and his daughter. Kobe Bryant's wife is Northern Kingdom, so-called Hispanic, right? If you didn't know, is she Issachar?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I didn't know this. So she Issachar. There was a picture of him. He always took his little daughter to the games with him. She was a basketball player like her father too. She was like the middle child, I believe. Scroll down. Okay, so let's see. Right there. It says basketball legend Kobe Bryant's 13-year-old daughter was aboard the helicopter that crashed in the hills of Southern California on Sunday, killing the pair and up to 7 other people, according to multiple reports. Gianna Maria Bryant and her iconic Los Angeles Laker dad, 41, were aboard the chopper when it plummeted from the skies above Calabasas around 10 a.m. local time. So from what I've been looking at on the videos and the reports, they was headed to a basketball game, as you can see down there in the third paragraph, right? The Mamba Academy that I guess Kobe had funded himself, right? You see it on the fourth paragraph. It says the helicopter crashed amid foggy conditions, leaving behind a fiery wreck and killing all 5. That should say what, 9 people?
9 people,
because it was 9 people. All 9 people aboard.
Just
authorities, yeah, and. Authorities and reports have said, and the more articles that have came out, they have identified all the people and things of that nature. They still trying to figure out what actually happened of why the helicopter plummeted out of the skies, because they said Kobe Bryant, that was his mode of transportation.
Right.
When you rich like that, you don't drive no more.
Right.
He
said it. He said it. They were so fed up with the traffic.
Right.
So they just took the helicopter to get to point A to point B.
Because if I'm not mistaken, L.A. is the second biggest city.
Oh yeah.
Right. There's New York first, and then L.A. right after. So I can only imagine
that traffic
what the traffic is like. Being down here in the Miami traffic during rush hour is crazy. So I can only imagine what L.A. might be like. Let's go to the next article. I believe there's another article up there on this. Let's go to that next article. So you see, died in the helicopter crash. That was his own personal helicopter too, that fell out the sky. Where we at? Okay, so let's see what they talking about, because it was they did some investigating, and here's the one of the ladies that's over the helicopter or the air transportation. She's going to explain what happened. Let's play that video.
The day before the accident, he flew from John Wayne Airport to Camarillo, and the weather was clear. It was a different flight path, more direct, and occurred about an hour later than the one on Sunday. I was asked about the descent rate of the helicopter. We know that the helicopter was at 2,300 feet when it lost communications with air traffic control. The descent rate for the helicopter was over 2,000 feet a minute.
That's fast.
So we know that this was a high-energy impact crash. And the helicopter was in a descending left bank. The question is, did we locate all the significant components? Yes, so that indicates to us, preliminary information is that the helicopter was in one piece when it impacted the terrain. The second question is, was the helicopter crash survivable? No. Was the dive recoverable? I mean, that we're going to have to look at as part of the accident investigation.
Hey, so we get back out of this. We can go back out of this. So you see, they gave you a little bit of information. Extra video out. They gave you a little bit of information of how it plummeted out the sky. Right. You know, you watch the videos and stuff. It's like it was circling around before it landed for whatever reason. And then it.
You want support? Roll the bar out of the sky.
Where we at?
Right.
But this is what's happening with our people from this sudden death that's going on with Kobe. Now, make sure you play this next video at the correct timestamps, because this is like one of our people from ESPN. She's like a sportscaster or something. She gonna say some stuff that is really on the minds of a lot of our people out here, and she's gonna explain it. Pull up the video. Let's pull up the video on the timestamps that we got. Pull it up.
There you go.
Yeah, so go to the timestamps. We should have some timestamps on there.
6 minutes.
6 minutes?
Yeah.
Go to 6 minutes and we're going to let it play up.
There's no
6 minutes.
6 minutes. Where you at? 6 minutes. All right, let that play.
Where were you go through the process, I think where we get in trouble.
Hey, we got 2 videos playing. What's going on?
Come on, y'all. We need sound.
The quote that we're seeing a lot, and I
go back to
posted it
6
earlier,
minutes.
It is the big even in this tragedy. One of those moments you'll never forget. Where were you when? What can you share? But more than ever,
let's listen up.
I think of the quote that we're seeing a lot, and I posted it earlier. It is the biggest mistake that we can make is to think that we have time.
That's heavy right there.
That solidifies.
That's heavy. We're going to go into that.
My choice to go and fly.
They said she's an ESPN reporter.
I am going to miss my colleagues.
Okay.
And it'll be an understated farewell because I think so many of us are grieving.
Yeah. Listen to this.
Closing one chapter in more ways than one, and starting a new one. I still don't know why I don't have any answers. I wish I did. I think we always need answers to make us feel like it makes sense.
Look at that. Pause it.
It may never make.
That's our people. They need answers to make it make sense.
Yep.
You know, and the reason why they need it is because our people do not read the Bible.
They being led astray.
They led astray.
Yeah.
They
walk
go
in
to
the
church.
Darkness. They blinded right now. Because listen, I mean, throughout the whole week, I told you earlier this week that they gave Trina and Trick Daddy, one of those hip hop artists, they gave them a morning show.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they gave them a morning show, and people were calling in left and right asking for therapy. They were calling in
2 rappers?
For 2 rappers. They were calling in for therapy.
See, that's the problem with us too as a people. Our people go for help for from the worst possible people on that topic. You don't go to rappers.
Come on.
For solutions.
For spiritual medicine.
At all.
Right.
Come on now.
Your soul is hurt, so you go to rappers to make sense of it. Yeah. Our people are backwards, man. We crazy. Run it back a little bit, and let's let it play. So she's expressing what a lot of people have been saying from all the interviews and stuff. It just don't make sense. Go back to it.
Chapter in more ways than one.
There we go.
And starting a new one. I still don't know why I don't have any answers. I wish I did. I think we always need answers to make us feel like it makes sense. It may never make sense.
Okay, that's it.
But I'm encouraging Laker Nation to stay strong.
Okay, so you hear the thoughts of our people. They want it to make sense. It may never make sense because they don't understand, God. They don't know God. Hey, that's one of the curses God said. You wouldn't know me, so if you ain't learning from the Israelites, you definitely don't know how to process what's going on with Kobe and the sudden death, right?
Bring it out.
And this is what our people do, though. Go to the next video. This is who you're supposed to go to answers for, right?
Break it down.
Go to the next video.
Jesus.
Go to the next video and show who's supposed to give you answers. Let it play, and let's see what he says about the topic. Prepare yourself, y'all. Another guest appearance.
Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building.
Yes, indeed.
TD Jakes.
Bishop the Drip Jakes. I'm gonna tell you something, Bishop. There's nobody I would rather talk. There's nobody I want to talk to this morning other than you.
Thank you.
Like hearts are heavy. You know why? Yeah. The tragic accident that happened to Mr. Kobe Bryant, his daughter, and all the other folks on the plane. How do you make the helicopter? How do you make sense of that? Like, how could that have been God's plan?
You don't make sense of it. You hear it. You survive.
What in the hell?
He just said the exact thing. He just said the same thing that sister said.
So just imagine this being played out.
And he's supposed to be a pastor.
The sister going to him as pastor. My heart is heavy.
Right.
Why did this happen? Please help me make it make sense.
Right.
Why did Kobe die?
Well, sister, you're not supposed to make sense of it.
Huh? It ain't supposed to make sense.
That's crazy.
It's not supposed to make sense. Are you
crazy as hell?
Are you kidding me?
Amazing.
Hey, give me Malachi. Give me the book of Malachi. I'm going to show you something. Give me the book of Malachi.
Hey, that's amazing for real, man.
That's T.D. Jakes. That's one of the most famous black pastors.
Because, Cap, watch this. Charlamagne the God just said, he said, you are the one person I want to speak with on this topic.
Yep.
Why did this happen, Bishop? And the first thing come out of his mouth is, you ain't supposed to make sense of it.
Right.
Come on now, dog.
What? He could have got that from a crackhead down the street. He could have got that answer from a crackhead.
Yeah. Damn. I don't know what's going on, man. I couldn't even tell you, man. I'm watching the news like you watching the news.
That's basically what TD Jakes just said. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why God did. I don't know.
Hey, go to Malachi chapter 2, and I want to read verse 7.
Check.
Read that.
The book of Malachi, chapter 2 and verse 7.
Bring it out. Where the hell are you at? It's the voice of God. Where are you at, man?
Hey!
Read, man.
For the priest's lips should keep knowledge. And they should seek the law at his mouth.
Here's the point. Read.
For he is the messenger of the Lord of hosts.
That means that they are supposed to have answers.
Bring it out.
Right.
Another word for priest is what? Pastors.
Pastor. Right.
They have to have knowledge in their mouth because they are supposed to have answers for the people that come to them. For he is the messenger of the Lord. And you go to make it make sense, Pastor. It ain't supposed to make sense.
It ain't supposed to make sense, sis.
That's not an answer.
That was dumb as hell.
Well, my daughter, it's not supposed to make sense.
You know what comes after that? It's not supposed to make sense. Praying fast.
Just believe.
Just pray on.
It's going to be okay.
Go back to the video, man.
Hey, remember the sister said one of the worst things that you can, one of the worst things that you can think is that you got time.
Yeah.
And that's what these pastors preach. You got time.
Yep.
No matter what's going on, God still loves you.
Yep.
And you know what really set it off is the fact that most of his preaching is about prosperity, right?
Yeah.
Prosperity doctrine. Now you had a man who was
prosperous.
He was rich,
and the Most High took him off the planet that.
Took him and his daughter.
Now you have no words to really encourage the people because 90% of your teaching was what? Prosperity.
Yeah. Why did God kill this rich man?
Right.
He was wealthy.
And he went to church.
It ain't supposed to make sense. Go to 1 Peter 3:15.
Come on, bro.
Unbelievable.
Now this is how you know. I hope y'all pay attention. This is how you know when you are in the midst of a false prophet. Read what God says through the mouth of Peter. 1 Peter 3:15.
1 Peter chapter 3 and verse 15. But sanctify the Lord God in your hearts. And be ready always to give an answer to every man that asks you a reason of the hope that is in you with meekness and fear.
That's how you know it's a false prophet.
Right. Hey, right. Hey, read that last part again. To every man that what?
To every man that asks maketh you a reason of the hope that is in you.
Stop right there. That asketh you a reason of the hope that is in you.
Yep.
T.D. Jakes ain't got an answer because he has no hope in God.
Wow.
He don't believe in God.
The Lord is not sanctified.
The Lord ain't sanctified in his mind.
Right.
That's why he's not able to answer.
So he wasn't ready.
He wasn't ready.
Bruh.
And he's a pastor.
He's a pastor.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be the mouthpiece of God, right?
Right.
And the scripture says, be ready always to give an answer.
Yep.
If he would have let Bishop Nathaniel on that show,
That was on my mind the whole interview. During the whole interview, that's all I could see is, man, Bishop would have tore this.
he'd have tore that up. Precept,
The Bible would have been open. Precepts would have been coming left and right.
You know him and Captain Isaac. Captain Isaac, give me that. Give me that right there. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that.
But sanctify the Lord God in your heart. You know how Captain Isaac read.
They done went in.
Right.
They done went in.
Come on,
that voice that just make you listen when he read the scripts. He always read. That's what a pastor. That's why it says he should keep knowledge in his mouth.
Right.
He's always supposed to have an answer for the people that are seeking the help.
Yep.
You see our people are wanting it right there.
They devastated.
If she got that thought, best believe that the die-hard fanatic Kobe fans
Right.
got that thought.
Yeah.
But the pastors, it ain't supposed to make sense. Go back to it. Go back to it.
His death, Kobe Bryant's death, shook a lot of people. A lot of Jake, man.
Yeah.
It shook, and they all thinking the same thing. How could God do this?
Yep.
If God loved everybody, if God is an all-loving God, how could he take not just Kobe, but his daughter too?
Yep.
If God loved everybody, Jesus loves little children.
Oh.
Well, how did God allow that to happen?
That's heavy, man.
Damn.
You was gonna say?
Yeah. What I was gonna say, he made me lose my thought, man.
Oh man, you gotta keep it on the Four Corners News.
I'm sorry.
But listen, here we go. I found it. All praises.
All praises.
This is the pivotal time for spiritual leaders, real spiritual leaders, to be standing up right now. The Most High just used his ultimate weapon, death.
Yeah.
Death just wiped out someone who's named on the planet, right?
Yeah.
For those spiritual leaders to be in place, to be, useful for the Most High, what the hell they doing now?
Nothing.
When you watch this is a poor example of a spiritual leader.
Exactly.
And guess what? 90% of our people are caught up in that right now.
Yeah.
What's the answer? What's the solution? Nothing. You're not supposed to understand.
I'm supposed to understand. What? So why did God leave us a book to read from?
It's a big
if he didn't want us to understand.
Hey, if that can happen to a brother like Kobe Bryant and his daughter, who's, in the eyes of the world, innocent.
Yeah.
How do I stop that from happening to me?
Bring it out. That would be a good question for a pastor.
Bishop, how do I stop that from happening to me? What's some steps that I can make sure that I'm on the good side of God's judgment?
Yep.
How?
Yep. Go back to the video. Run it back some, man. And let's listen to him again.
And his daughter and all the other folks on the plane.
Okay, it's good.
How do you make the helicopter? How do you make sense of that? Like, how could that have been God's plan?
You don't make sense of it. You
Unbelievable.
You survive it. You grieve. You go through the process. I think where we get in trouble
come on,
is
man,
when we
what's
try
going
to
on?
explain and understand things that are unexplainable.
What?
Right now, we got to survive it because our whole nation has taken a blow.
Unbelievable.
The family in particular, sports fans, other athletes are grieving right now. And I think that to try to explain something like more than we don't know. They're still investigating what happened, whether it's human error or
that's
whether
not
it was
a spiritual
the weather,
leader.
climate, all of those play a factor in it. We look for somebody to blame. How could God allow that to happen, or this or that or the other? But right now, things happen, tragic things happen in life every day. But this is a person that we knew and loved and a part of our community. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to grieve. It's okay to go through those range of emotions, anger.
Hey, cut him off. The dude ain't got no damn answers.
Thank you.
Nothing.
So false prophet.
Not one answer.
That's
Not
right.
One. The brother asks, what do we make of that? Why would God allow that? And he didn't even answer at all.
No, he danced around. He beat. That's what you call beating around the bush.
He said it's human error.
Human error. Then not one time through the whole interview, not one verse was pulled.
Not one. Not even referenced.
Not even referenced. Nothing.
And I'm gonna tell you, go pull up the next. I want to show you why our people need answers. Because if you're a spiritual leader, you claim to be the mouthpiece. You was chosen by God. You was called by God, right? To speak on His behalf to His people, and you ain't got no answers. Nothing. This is what happens when you ain't got answers. Go to the next article and show them what the people are doing. Read that.
Oh, wow.
LeBron James and Anthony Davis get new tattoos in honor of Kobe Bryant.
Because the pastors ain't giving them no answers.
Bring it out. They add sin to sin.
They not giving them no answers.
Dang.
So when you don't know what to do, you lean upon your own understanding.
Amazing. Matching tattoos. Deeper and deeper in sin.
Yep.
Amazing. Wow.
That's it. That
Let me get a script.
Break it out, man.
Isaiah chapter 29 and 10. Unbelievable. So deeper and deeper in sin.
Because he ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers, Sway. You ain't got the answers, Sway. Lead our people into sin.
Damn. Read that. Verse 10.
Isaiah chapter 29 and verse 10.
Bring it out.
For the Lord have poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep.
Come on.
And have closed your eyes. The prophets.
The who?
The prophets.
The pastors. Yep. Come on.
And your rulers.
Read.
The seers have he covered. And the vision of all is become unto you as the words of a book that is sealed.
That means they cannot go into the Bible whatsoever to give the solution to the people.
Can't do it.
That spirit of deep sleep, that modern Christianity, that's covered them now. Are people now getting tattoos? I mean, we already seen that happen, but now this is the upcoming trend again.
Right. That's going to be
matching tattoos. Read on.
Right.
Which men deliver to one that is learned, saying, read this, I pray thee.
Give me the understanding.
Right.
Give me the understanding.
Yeah.
But what?
I pray thee. And he saith, I cannot.
You ain't supposed to understand.
You ain't supposed to understand.
Damn.
I cannot.
For what reason? Read on.
For it is sealed.
Wow. We're not supposed to understand that. Fast and pray on that. Hopefully he'll sprinkle it down and gold dust.
Go
halfway. Take a few steps back.
Read.
You ain't got the answers, man. You ain't got the answers.
Read on.
And the book is delivered to him that is not learned, saying,
they are not. Hold up. They are not learned. The Bible's telling you.
Yeah.
Those so-called prophets, those seers, they are not learned.
I guess they all went to seminary school.
No.
Cemetery.
Cemetery.
I'm sorry, cemetery school.
Make sure you say it right. Cemetery.
Say it right.
Cemetery.
Yeah. That's the congregation of the dead.
Yes. Read on.
Saying, read this, I pray thee. And he saith, I am not learned.
They don't know. They show it over and over.
That's exactly what happened. We just witnessed that scripture live in effect. T.D. Jakes just fulfilled it.
Yep.
That's a cold precept.
Dude said, I ain't got an answer for you. You ain't supposed to make sense of it. You just, you wait. That's what he said. You just wait and let
master figure it out.
let the figure it out.
Hey, the brothers say we get ourselves in trouble when we try to explain God.
Why do you even go to church then? What's the point of going to church?
Why you even reference the Bible in your churches if you don't know how to explain God? This is what God is. This is His words.
Right.
Bring it out.
That's crazy, man. Go to the next article that's right up under that, because you see, well, go back to the article. Go back to the LeBron stuff. Right. I didn't want to make this the whole show. Lord's will. Hold on. Go back up, man. Go up. Come on. We're going to read it. Read that. Read the paragraph on it. Both of them went in there and got matching tattoos. Read that real quick.
The tributes to Kobe Bryant continue to roll in the following his tragic death on Sunday. And some of the late legends' fellow NBA stars will be carrying theirs with them for life. LeBron James and Anthony Davis were spotted with new ink at Thursday's Lakers practice, during which the players took their workout outside for a game of pickup football and showed a peek at their tribute tattoos to Bryant on their Instagram stories. It's that time again, James wrote alongside a Boomerang clip of him getting inked and tagging his tattoo artist. Working with my girl at Nessa, gang gang. Neither James nor Davis have given a clear look at the tats yet, but it appears to be a black mamba snake. Mamba snake, a tribute to Bryant's nickname with some added text.
So look, go back. Yeah, right there. Go up. So you can see, that's him right there with his file out with the tattoo on there. And then here's some little Instagram shots from his own personal Instagram. Man. Look at that. It says in the corner, King James and Ant Davis.
Wow.
That's both of them. Getting matching thigh tattoos.
I don't know, man.
Because the pastor ain't got an answer for him.
There you go.
Beta.
He can't make sense of it.
Damn.
Amazing.
Get the law on that, man, in case the people don't know about tattoos. Leviticus 19, right?
Yeah.
28. Let's go to it.
Leviticus chapter 19 and verse 28.
Bring it out.
Ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead.
What did it just say?
Ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead.
Kobe Bryant just passed. And when you get tattoos, what do they have to do? They cut through the flesh to put the ink up under that top layer of skin so it sits there forever. God says, read it again,
ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead.
Read on.
Nor print any marks upon you.
Read out.
I am the Lord.
God said that.
Damn.
God said that.
Guess what, TD Jakes? We just explained God.
There you go.
Yeah.
We just explained God to you, TD Jakes.
That easy.
I wonder if he reached out to him and told him this. Doesn't even know this.
No, nah.
He's never read that before.
Nah. Later on in that video, he goes on the Charlemagne asking him about, or DJ Envy asked him, is it wrong if somebody commits suicide? Basically alluded to the depression from the Kobe thing. Is it wrong that somebody commits suicide? TD Jakes answers it, says they didn't kill themselves.
The disease.
The disease did.
What in the hell?
Here we go, y'all.
Come on now, dog.
Amazing.
This dude, he said suicide people that commit suicide don't kill themselves.
Right.
It's the disease that kills them.
Come on now, dog.
All right.
Come on, man.
That's what them false pastors, man. They ain't got no answers for you. No understand. Their eyes are darkened by God, so all they could do is beat around the bush and give you general statements.
Right.
What's wrong with you?
Instead of actual scripture on it.
Hey, let me get Jeremiah 23. I'm sorry.
Bring it out, man.
I got a blast.
Y'all was right, man. We get to this TD Jakes thing.
Yeah, it's about to go down. Get Jeremiah 23, verse 1.
Jeremiah chapter 23 and verse 1.
Bring it out. Speed up the reading, officer.
Woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture.
God says destruction to you pastors that scatter his sheep. Watch this, read on.
Saith the Lord. Therefore, thus saith the Lord God of Israel against the pastors that feed my people. Ye have scattered my flock and driven them away.
When God says you have driven his sheep away, you have driven them away from their shepherd. From God.
That's right.
You driven them away. That's why God calls you raven and wolves.
And why did you drive them away? Because when they came to you, you didn't have an answer for them.
Right. You got no answers. We can't understand God. But you're supposed to be the pastor.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be the shepherd. Read.
And have driven them away, and have not visited them.
Watch this.
Behold, I will visit upon you evil of your doings, saith the Lord.
Read.
And I will gather the remnant of my flock.
Read verse 4. Read verse 4.
Verse 4. And I will set up shepherds over them, which shall feed them.
Which shall what?
Shall feed them.
Let's see. Hold that. Go to 1 Corinthians chapter 3.
Bring it out.
Let's see what shepherds.
A lot of people, if they feed them, y'all supposed to be giving out food to the homeless on the corner because the pastors are supposed to feed. See, you got it all wrong because you're going to these pastors that God has blinded with no answers. You don't know what God is talking about when he says, pastors, feed my people. Bring it out, Cat.
Hey, go to where's that? What says I chose the foolish things.
1 Corinthians.
1 Corinthians chapter 1.
Go to verse 19.
Read that.
1 Corinthians
chapter 1 and verse 27.
1 Corinthians chapter 1 and verse 27.
Come on.
But God have chosen the foolish things of the world.
Come on.
To confound the wise.
Those are God's shepherds that he's setting up. What the world calls foolish, God calls us wise. We gonna confound every doctrine known to man.
That's right. And God have chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things which are mighty.
Because T.D. Jakes is supposed to be a mighty man. Everybody's waiting on his rebuttal of what's going on with Kobe Bryant.
Right.
Everybody. God says, I did not choose him. I did not choose the mighty of the world. I chose the weak. That's why ain't nobody coming to us for answers, even though we got the answers.
We ain't got no money.
And the mighty is going into the popularity. The popularity. He's famous, right? He has how many members he has in his church?
20-something thousand. 28,000, I believe it is.
Damn, you see that? That's the mighty right there. You have all those members, but still, the Most High didn't choose that. The Most High said, listen, my real pastors are on the corners.
My real pastors work in warehouses, driving around homeless people.
Right. Working at
barely struggling month to month, week to week. That's his real pastors.
That's right.
That's where your answers are going to be at. But because we ain't got no money and, because SPLC say we're a hate group, you don't want to come to us for no answers. So you can have some peace of mind.
Right.
Some answers to make it make sense. You don't want to come to us, but we're going to give it to you anyway, thus saith the Lord.
You know what's crazy? T.D. Jakes, man, I'll tell you, the Most High is amazing. He can't even smooth his way over this topic.
No.
Usually he could just be like, oh, God love everybody.
Yep.
But how can you keep teaching what you teaching after what happened to Kobe and his daughter?
Right.
Our people ain't stupid. Our people gonna say, whoa, wait a minute, Pastor.
Come on now.
If God loved everybody, how come this happened?
Exactly.
Our people gonna ask them type of questions.
Only the wise gonna see through that. But remember, this is a spell. This spell is very long. Every island we ever visited, remember, that spell is strong. The only thing that's going to break it is the commandments of God.
That's it.
The truth that's coming out right now, as it increases, is going to slowly break the spell on our people. And yes, we're going to expose it. Every chance we get, we're going to expose this. This is a spell. This is witchcraft, y'all.
Yeah.
Come on now. The people are crying out. They're calling radio shows asking for therapy. Are you kidding me?
Hey, I'm telling you, that ain't never happened.
Man.
That ain't never happened, man.
Right.
Hey, go back to the article, though. Go back to the article.
That's an ultimate cry for help right here.
Yeah.
That's your people pouring out their heart, being like, hey, listen, save me.
Hey, go down. Scroll down on that. Scroll down on that. Let's see. Scroll down a little more. Let's see what we got on that. Scroll down. Okay, so that's going into his wife, right? Now, go to the next article to show you what happens when pastors don't have answers for our people. Read that for us, officer.
Police. Man who smoked weed after learning.
Where we at, man? Come on.
Come on now.
What's going on back here?
Man who smoked weed after learning of Kobe Bryant's death involved in deadly car accidents.
So this is what happens.
Wow.
Pastors didn't get out there in front of this thing to give your people answers, so they turn to their vices to help them cope with the trauma, with the what else you call that? The depression that they're going through, and the man mess around, kill somebody.
Man.
Let's see if we can play the video real quick. Let's play that. We got sound on it.
Check the sound. Check the sound.
Where we at?
There we go.
Let's play it.
Crime scene tape and debris remain at the intersection of South 3rd Street and Greens Road. It's the spot where police say Charles Jones caused a horrific crash, claiming the lives of 54-year-old Sonia Roser and 51-year-old Christopher Hunt. These images show firefighters working the tough call. Court records show Jones told police.
Let's take the call. Let's cut the video real quick. Let's take the call. Hey, Shalom, you live on Four Quarters News.
Doing, brothers and sisters. My name is. Can you hear me? Hello.
Okay, there we go.
Hello.
All right. Hey, Shalom. Who we talking to?
This is Pastor Reverend Slewfoot Piddles of the Greater Queens Ebenezer Episcopalian Apocryphal Baptist Church of America. I have a couple of issues with you, brother.
You sound just like Deacon Abiel, but go ahead, Pastor Slewfoot.
I don't know a Deacon Abiel. I sound like an extremely intelligent young man, but I'm Slewfoot. Anyhow, how dare you, brothers, come against the Christian church? I'm telling you, you brothers is bold saying we don't have the answers. We are actually a sister organization of the Potter's House. And the reason, yes, sir, the reason the PDJs did not answer that question was because the body was not ready for the answer as of yet. But here in a few weeks, we would say in maybe 6 to 8 weeks, we will be releasing a public statement on what to do in order to get away from the cause and effect that you see from what's happened with Mr. Bryant, bro.
6 to 8 weeks? That's a long time.
6 to 8
weeks. Hold on now. Hold on, brother, for a second. Sister Betty, you got to hop on the ticket, sister. Come on now. Hello? Hello?
We here. We're your pastor.
Nah, brother, we can work together. We may not see eye to eye on many, if not all things, but as one, we can come together and actually come with some real solutions.
We can't do it,
got to talk about us.
Can't do it.
Hey, Bishop. Hey, Bishop, is keeping the laws on that agenda?
Keeping the what?
Come on now, dog. Is keeping the laws of God a part of that plan, Bishop?
See, brother, this is what I'm. You brothers just trying to take us back to the old. Here we go. We got the answers. We just choose not to give them out publicly because everyone isn't ready to receive yet. Matter of fact, have you brothers sold your tithe and offering this week?
Oh, Lord.
No, sir.
No, you can't have no more of our money. Not till we get answers about Kobe Bryant's death. Right. You can't have no more money about black people out here.
Now, wait a minute. Now, I'm looking on the screen. The brother in the middle looks awfully familiar. Did you give our brother some lettuce for your tithe and offering during the maybe 2 to 3 years ago, brother?
That would be me. Yeah.
That's right.
I carried lettuce for pastors. That's right.
I heard it was a bounty.
Bitch, I heard it was a bounty for this brother.
Waiting for you, brother.
Dang.
All right. Well, hey, y'all just set up the debate. I'm gonna break 2 heads of lettuce.
That's right.
Hey, bro, y'all gotta be cracking up, bro. I'm over here dying, man.
Oh, praises.
Did y'all find that clip with your favorite Pan-Africanist talking about the NBA did it? Did y'all play that clip?
Which one? The one that dropped dead?
Oh, man, y'all got to find it, bro. Your favorite Pan-African is Dr. Umar.
Oh,
He know who did it. He got suspects. Right. He says the National Basketball Association is a suspect. I'm talking about he's taking full opportunity to try to capitalize on this man's death.
I heard it.
He said the NBA killed Kobe Bryant.
It's a conspiracy.
Yes, bro. Y'all got to find that. Find that clip. Your boy trying to come, bro.
Because Kobe was trying to come out with his own line of Gatorade or something like that.
No, not that one.
Which one? Okay, said, I heard that one too.
It was a legal battle about the name Black Mamba. It was a pharmaceutical company that was in legal
so
battles.
The NBA killed him because of that?
Right. It was some connection because of that.
Wow.
So
the hell is
you
this?
Got it? Okay, we're going to play that.
That brother, like I said, he's another one with no answers. He has no there are no tangible solutions to what's going on with us as a people. And that's what they're afraid to admit. You know, they don't want to speak on it, man. And the amount of hate you see that's coming from the other nations, you would think Jake would say, you know what? Let's get together and let's really work together and actually make some things happen. But for some reason, our people still stuck on stupid.
That's why we here on Four Corners News, though, Deacon. We gonna give them the answers that y'all done passed down to us, and we gonna bring it out to the people.
That's right.
Say, all praise be to the Most High God in this Sunday. Y'all keep doing what you're doing. I'm messing with y'all. Like I said, you know, I like to fool with the radio station. You better watch out for the Bluefoot Academy looking for you.
Hey, we gonna do security, man. Pastor Bluefoot is now dangerous.
There's a bounty on you,
from the Potter's house. Hey, Jesus!
All right, bro. You know,
all right,
Christ bless.
Hey, man, if you got that Umar Johnson video, man, pull it up, man.
Hey, man.
Oh, Lord.
Jesus.
Here we go. Man. He looked like he's out there now, man.
Yeah, for real.
Play the video, man. Let's see what he talking about.
Personal helicopter, not a commercial plane, personal helicopter. Kobe Bryant's personal helicopter goes down during a routine 15, 20-minute flight. A flight he's been making for 25 years, and it goes down.
Oh, there go the people.
And they still don't have all the answers. First they said 4 people died. Then it was 5 people died. Then it was 9 people died. And then they said it was a fire on board the helicopter. Then they said it was a fire beneath the helicopter. And now this morning, they're trying to blame it on the fog. They say it was too foggy for the pilot to take the helicopter.
See, this is what happens with our people, like Deacon was saying, that have no tangible solutions. Right. They are out there, whatever comes out in the media, they are running with it, and the media ain't doing no justice either, because everybody's trying to be the first person to break the news.
Right. That's the thing, man. When these people don't have solutions, I'm telling you, he's too smart for his own good.
Yeah.
Reason why? Because now he's pumping out that fear. What you gonna do? That's my question. What you gonna do? All right, if that's true, what are you gonna do? What's your whole purpose behind that? Because you know that you can't do a damn thing. Meaning you got elites with mad power. If it was true now, you got mad elites who behind the scenes.
That's a heavy point.
Doing this, what are you gonna do?
What you gonna do about it?
Because you got Kobe, you got LeBron James getting matching thigh tattoos. Yeah. Did you reach out to him and say, listen, what you gonna do? Come on, man.
Hey, it's a good point you bring out, because even if it was true, what's the solution for us? What's the solution for the next person that gets on a helicopter not to get caught up in that same situation?
Bring it out.
Do it up and run in your mouth. Try to get your views up so you can get some you can get paid through YouTube.
There you go.
Hey, Cap, you know what's the crazy thing about it is I didn't see not one report, anybody else talking about the rest of like the people that died besides Kobe and his daughter. You could tell that's how they idolizing the brother. Like, like basically it's like how many other more people that died?
It was 7 other people.
It was 7 other people. So do their lives not matter?
But I'm gonna tell you this though, it ain't. Even if it was, here's the thing. Even if it was that, go to Psalm 68. Here's your solutions to all our brothers and sisters that hearts are heavy, that Kobe Bryant died. Even if the pharmaceutical industry wanted to take him out, Gatorade had a beef with him, the NBA set him up. This is how you know our people lack faith and don't know God.
Right.
You give too much credit and power to man when God says this. Read Psalm 68:20.
Psalms chapter 68 and verse 20.
Bring it out.
He that is our God is the God of salvation. And unto God the Lord belong the issues from death.
Read it again.
He that is our God is the God of salvation. And unto God the Lord belong the issues from death.
So no matter how it happened, you want to conspiracy theory-wise it, whatever you want to do, God is the ultimate judge of who dies and who lives.
That's right.
That's right.
That's why it was a tragic, sudden death of Kobe, and nobody expected it, because God said it's time for him to leave the earth. God is the ultimate author of who wakes up every morning, who heart beats a millisecond, who eyes blink. He's the author of even if a bird touches the ground.
Bring it out.
That's right.
That's how powerful our God is. He said a bird can't even touch the ground unless it get permission from God.
That's right.
The issues of death belong to God. Go ahead, Cap.
Hey, get Deuteronomy 32:39.
Oh, you cold-blooded, man.
32:39.
That's the next precept.
Hey, God, what they say? The Lord is the judge, juror, and executioner.
Yeah.
Read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 39.
Bring it out.
See now.
See now. What I mean, you better listen good.
Yep.
I'm about to tell you something important. Read.
That I, even I, am He.
God is He. Read on.
And there is no God with me.
That means ain't nobody else up there determining who lives or dies.
So that means it ain't no Buddha.
Right.
It ain't no Krishna.
That's
it ain't
right.
no
it ain't Caesar Borgia, white man
Krishna.
Jesus.
It ain't no Allah.
Right.
Ain't none of that up there with God.
Read on.
I kill.
What does God do?
I kill.
Hey.
And I make alive.
Come on.
I wound and I heal.
Now watch this next part. Read.
Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand.
So whether the helicopter was going through some fog, whether the NBA had beef with him, whether it was a fire on the plane, all of that could have been erased, he still would have died.
That's right.
The Lord say nothing can deliver him out of his hand.
Yeah.
Right.
That means you can live a perfect life to you.
Right.
The perfect circumstances, and the Lord still take your life.
Right. Hey, give me Psalms 22:29. That's a heavy point. It says, none that could deliver out of my hand. So for those like the sister that was an ESPN and a sports reporter and all the other people that are grieving from this, here's your answers to make sense of why Kobe was tragically and suddenly taken from the earth. Him and his daughter, Gianna. Psalms 22:29.
Psalms chapter 22.
You got a call?
Yeah.
Okay, let's read the script.
Psalms chapter 22 and verse 29.
Bring it out.
All they that be fat upon earth shall eat and worship. All they that go down to the dust shall bow before him.
So even if you dead, he going to raise you back up. You going to bow the knee before our Lord and Savior Jesus the Christ. Read on.
And none can keep alive his own soul.
Do you hear what God says? God says that it ain't a person on this earth. When I say judgment is death, it ain't nobody or nothing that can say it ain't your money. I don't care how many times you pray. It don't nothing. If I say it is time to come home or be at rest to leave the earth, it's your time. It's time to go.
That's heavy because you know what he was saying too. Umar was like, that was an expert pilot. He kept saying that.
Yeah.
It was an expert pilot. No way it should have went down.
Yeah.
Listen, when the Most High orchestrated it, he wrote it in the book.
Yes.
Right.
This is the way you're going to come in, and this is the way I'm going to take you out.
Go to Job 14 before we take the call.
Right. But you
before
know
we
what
take the call, go ahead.
You know what he didn't count on, Dr. Umar? He didn't count on human error. He just looks at it. This is a pilot. He's been doing this for years.
Yeah.
But, you know, God allowed man to make mistakes.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, let's read the script real quick. Okay. We got Captain Don on the line. Read that script. Job 14, 1 and 2.
Job chapter 14 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
Man that is born of a woman is of few days and full of trouble. He cometh forth like a flower and is cut down.
That's how easy it is for God to take your life. You're like a flower, you're cut down that easy. Go ahead.
He fleeth also as a shadow and continueth not.
Continueth not. That means you're here no more. Jump down to verse 5.
Verse 5.
Bring it out.
Seeing his days are determined.
God says what?
Seeing his days are determined. The number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass.
Man, God says, so everybody says this was a sudden, a tragic incident. God says that every man on the earth, every woman on the earth has a certain amount of days that he is scheduled to live. He has a certain amount of months that he will be on this earth walking. And when that certain amount of days and months, when that month of the day hits, God says he cannot pass it.
Your grace right now. That's it. Your grace is gone.
He cannot pass it. I hope y'all understanding. We're trying to explain the death of Kobe Bryant to you. God said that on January 20, whatever it is, of 2020, this is the time that him and his daughter, as tragic as it might be to us, they cannot pass this day. And nobody can take back the word of God.
Right.
He said none can deliver. Go ahead, Cap.
We got a call?
Yeah, we got the call. Break it. Let's break it to caller. Captain, you're
Hey,
done.
Shalom, Shalom.
Captain, you're done.
Hey, Shalom.
Hey, Shalom.
Hey, most
Cap.
blessed.
Hey, before you even make your comment, Cap, how you feeling, man?
I'm feeling like Job.
Oh, all praise. Okay. Well, hey, you endured to the
I'm
end.
I'm out the fire, but at the same time, that's why these commandments is important.
That's right.
I was listening to y'all, what y'all was doing tonight. Excellent show. One thing I want to mention, I think it's surrounding material.
Mm-hmm.
When you're looking at Kobe, even our people that don't have answers. Could you get a precept for me real quick?
Yes, sir.
Matthew 6:19.
Yes, sir.
Because at the end of the day, that's why it's solidifying for us when we keep these commandments. Because no matter if you on a deathbed or teaching mighty at a campsite, no matter the end, the Most High got you.
That's right. Bring it out for you.
Matthew chapter 6 and verse 19.
Bring it out.
Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust do corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. But lay up for yourselves treasures.
Hold on. Go ahead, Cap.
No, go ahead. Come on.
But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. For where your treasure.
So when we look at verse 19, you're looking at somebody that's not keeping the commandments, not understanding that one day a black man is going to crack the sky, judge this earth, and you're going to be in bad standing if you ain't got fringes on, keeping the commandments in the faith of the Messiah.
That's right.
And then in verse 20, we looking at the person who understands, look, no matter what's left here, I better be putting my investment up in the heavens.
That's right.
I better be making sure my 401k is solid up in the in the heavens. Because when Christ come on the scene, it ain't gonna be no Enron ain't gonna be able to bust up your 401k.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? The scandal. All right. So yeah, I just want to bring that out because it's a lot of covetousness going on. I seen Magic Johnson on these shows. Yep. Everybody want to get in front of a camera to make $1 over Kobe Bryant. Yeah. Meanwhile, these diseases and impeachment going on. Right. As a distraction.
Heavy
yeah, definitely. Good job. 4 Corners News. I appreciate y'all, brothers.
All praises.
Keep spreading the truth.
Get better, Cap. We'll talk to you.
Going up for you, Cap.
Hey, let me get Hosea 5:15 and I'm out. Hosea 5. That's my last scripture.
That's a heavy script, Cap. You done bring out because
that's heavy.
A lot of people are covetous, man, and I don't know how true it is, but I think I even seen an article where Jordan's coming out with
purple and
not Kobe's.
Yeah, the Kobe colors, the purple and yellow Space Jams.
Yeah.
Wow.
To honor
Kobe, but he making money off.
Really making money.
Amazing.
Ahead,
read that.
Hosea chapter 5 and verse 15.
Bring it out.
I will go and return to my place till they acknowledge their offense.
God says we got to acknowledge what we did wrong. Read on. Breaking the commandments. Read on.
And seek my face.
Watch this.
In their affliction.
This is an affliction for a lot of brothers and sisters. Kobe died is so afflicting that they got to call Trick Daddy and Trina for therapy. Smoking weed.
Get tattoos on their thighs.
Tattoos and sin upon sin. Read on.
In their affliction, they will seek me early.
Pastor, why did God allow this to happen?
Right.
That's what's going on. This whole situation is right here. It's a tragedy on the carnal aspect of it, but God says your job is to seek me more. find out why I did it.
It's an affliction.
Come find me.
Yeah, that's heavy. That's a heavy point, man. Hey, go to Ecclesiastes 9 and 12, because we read in Job where God says every man, every woman has a certain amount of days, a certain amount of months, and when that day of that month come up, he cannot pass.
Yeah, that's it.
And nobody can deliver you like you pulled it, Deuteronomy 32, right? So give me that Ecclesiastes 9 and 12.
Ecclesiastes chapter 9 and verse 12.
Bring it out.
For man also knoweth not his time, as the fishes that are taken in an evil net.
Nobody knows their time. And even in that T.D. Jakes video, Charlemagne asked him, if you could know when you were supposed to die, would you want to know? And T.D. said, no, I wouldn't want to, because you would have a cloud over your head. You know, you living your life a different way. So God didn't give that to us to know when our month and our day was, because you know what would happen? Our people would live as wickedly as they can, all the way up until that day and that month came, and then they would try to be like the dude that was on the cross with Jesus.
Right.
Lord,
I repent now. Right. Forgive me.
Forgive me, Lord.
I love you so much.
Today you should be.
Hey, but you know what's crazy, Cat? Speaking on that, every man and woman know one day they're gonna die.
Yeah.
Every last one of us know one day we gonna die. So why not, if you know that, and you know in that day on your deathbed, the Lord ain't hearing that, Lord forgive me for all my sins.
It's not gonna
the Lord ain't hearing that.
Yeah. You not that dude on the cross.
Nah, the Lord ain't hearing that. You lived your life blatantly wicked as hell. Bring it out. And on your deathbed, that's when you want to ask the Lord to forgive you.
Yeah, when you're blown out, you wicked, you can barely move because you drugged out.
Yeah.
Now you want to give it, now I'm all right. I done did everything. You know what? I got an older brother that told me that. He told me, listen, man, there's no need for me to have no kids or nothing. I already did. I smoked up all the dope that I needed to smoke, drink all the drink. Now he's about 50-something. He said, now I'm ready to die. He told me straight up.
Damn.
Straight up.
Damn.
That's bold.
Rocking his MAGA hat. He told me that, yeah.
That's bold. Go to Ecclesiastes, read it again, verse 12.
Ecclesiastes chapter 9 and verse 12.
Bring it out.
For man also knoweth not his time, as the fishes that are taken in an evil net, and as the birds that are caught in the snare.
Read.
So are the sons of men snared in an evil time, when it falleth suddenly upon them.
Because nobody knows their time. That's why your death is suddenly falling upon you. That's why Kobe was taken from this earth suddenly.
Bring it out.
God has decreed that no man will know his time. No man will know his months or his days, so that you can live your whole life in the fear of God and keep the commandments. Right. So when you do get taken from this earth, you can leave in assurance that you have laid up your treasures in heaven, like Captain Yadai was breaking down.
Hey, and the people that are left here that, you know, watch you pass away, we are assured that the Lord going to have mercy on your soul by how you live your last days. We are sure of that thing.
Exactly right. Go to Sirach chapter 14, and I want to read verse 17. Ecclesiastes 14:17.
Sirach chapter 14 and verse 17.
Bring it out.
All flesh waxes old as a garment, for the covenant from the beginning is
what?
Thou shalt die the death.
Now, the reason why I brought this out is because a lot of people kept saying, not Kobe. He's not supposed to die. He's a superhero. He's invincible. But the scripture says that the covenant from the beginning is, thou shalt die the death. You know what America has done to us as a people, especially black folk in America, what I mind? We have bought into the witchcraft called movies.
Right.
And think that we will live forever. Right. That we are invincible.
Hey, Call of Duty, you die, you come back.
Right. You can Halo, you can respawn.
Right, respawn. Right. Nah.
America has deceived us in the witchcraft that they have been pumping into our mind, desensitized us from the ultimate judgment that is set on every one of our lives. Read it again, verse 17.
All flesh waxes old as a garment, for the covenant from the beginning is, thou shalt die the death.
We all have to meet our maker. We all have to be in that ground. Now, granted, it is some that have been chosen that we will see Christ crack the sky.
Right.
That's the scripture.
Right.
But everybody else outside of that, you fall under the covenant.
You are guaranteed.
My
friend.
To be born and die. That's thus saith the Lord.
Yeah.
So we got to come to a realization and go to 2 Corinthians 13:5. We got to come to that realization as a people, especially blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians who are the Israelites. We got to come to that realization that that's the covenant for my forefather Adam that said we shall die the death. So in the meantime that he has given us life, what do we do? Read that.
2 Corinthians chapter 13 and verse 5.
Bring it out.
Examine yourselves.
Do what?
Examine yourselves.
Now, this is what the death of Kobe has been doing. I will say this. A lot of people have like what's the dude named Skip Bayless? He be on Undisputed, Shannon Sharp.
Right.
They on that list. This is the words that are coming out. This is how you know that America is Babylon the Great, mystery of mother of all harlot, right? They are on there saying things like, this has me now questioning my own immortality.
There you go.
Did your old ass not think you was going to beat the grave?
No.
Hey, that's why you old. You about to die.
They thought another heart transplant, they'll make another 10 years, add on another 10 years. That's what's the name mine?
Yeah, I'll just take some pills. I'll live a little bit longer. I'll get some surgery. I'll live a bit longer. This America has deceived us to thinking that we are eternal before we even get the eternal bodies from God. Read that again.
Examine yourselves, whether ye be in the faith.
So if this death of Kobe has struck a chord in you, you better examine yourself if you are truly in the faith of Christ. Are you doing what he says is commanded of you? Because if you believe that Kobe is, because a lot of people say, rest in peace. He's in a better place, him and his daughter, right? So that means that you believe that there is a God. Well, God says what? Read it again.
Examine yourselves, whether ye be in the faith. Prove your own selves.
How do you prove yourself? By the Bible. What did God say? How did he say I'm supposed to live my life? Read on.
Know ye not your own selves?
Everybody knows what we doing wrong. Even those that say they are good, they know they got some faults in them. They know what they ain't doing right according to God. You know yourself. And then if you don't know if you're doing wrong, the one place to go is where? The Bible.
That's right.
The Bible is that place to go before that evil day comes upon you and you'll be taken out tragically and suddenly. Is that it on that?
There's more on that. Know ye not your own selves, how that Jesus Christ is in you, except ye be reprobates?
Now, if you, after this, if this sudden death of Kobe Bryant doesn't prick a chord or in your heart or in your mind to examine yourself and change, that really means you wicked. Straight up, you just wicked. And you ain't really trying to change. You just mourning because your favorite basketball player died.
Or it's a popular trend that everybody else is doing.
And you want to get on Twitter and Instagram and get more followers because they found out you was a Kobe fan, but you didn't really want to change because you didn't examine yourself.
So this is one of the reasons why they don't want to change. Go to Psalm chapter 49 and verse 6. There's one of the reasons why they don't change, because we see what happened to Kobe, somebody that's beloved of all. A good basketball player. But this is what happens when you don't self-examine yourself.
Bring it out.
This is what you're going to do. Read.
Psalms chapter 49 and verse 6.
Bring it out.
They that trust in their wealth.
Meaning you're going to be trusting in your money, thinking that's going to be the way out for you, so that way you could live a lot longer, like the captain was saying.
Prolong
Read.
your life.
And boast themselves in the multitude of their riches.
And you boast yourself in the multitude of your riches by Instagram, showing your money on Instagram, or giving to charities, or doing this, that, the third, to make yourself or up yourself to make you seem like a good person. Read.
None of them can by any means redeem his brother.
At the end of the day, that money can't save your brethren. That money can't save your brother. That money can't save you. Read.
Nor give to God a ransom for him.
And even God don't want that.
That's a cold precept right there. That's a cold.
But this is what's going to happen. Jump down.
Read verse 8.
Okay, read verse 8. Verse 8. For the redemption of their soul is precious. God says your soul is precious.
Yeah.
Money you can't count that with money.
And I want
that with material.
I want to bring that out too, because a lot of people might be thinking that we speaking evil, we bashing Kobe. No, because look what God says. It says the soul of every Israelite man and woman on this earth is precious in the eyes of God.
That's right.
So that soul that was inside of Kobe and his daughter Gianna, it is precious to the Most High God.
Right.
And we can't sit here and condemn Kobe or judge him before the time, because God will do the final judgment, and He will have mercy on whom He will have mercy on.
Right.
We know that Kobe didn't know the truth. He didn't know the commandments. He didn't know the laws. But God said He will have mercy on whom He will have mercy. So we will have to wait until that final day of judgment to see what Christ does with him on that day. But for you that are still here living, that have breath in your body, you have a chance to examine yourself before that time comes. All right, so make sure you examine yourself. Hey, stay tuned with us. We're going to be right back here on Four Corners News. We got more coming for you. All right, stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Four Corner News, where truth speaks.
Listen.
I feel blessed, got good people in my life. But still I bear love, even though sometimes we fight. Sometimes. But me not change up, no. Me not change up, no. But me not change up, oh no. Me not change up, no way. Never could have trust in a boy. If you can't go to the thick thing, then you not qualify. Never drop your guard around the boy. Only do that with the people, them where you know bonify my youth. Watch them, the one time you deny them when them ask something, you want know them friend. Bad breed, them a problem. Yeah, back to feed you, that's me, circle and stay far from them. Small crew, nah, me no need enough. Nah, your friends deal with you when it time rough. A real friend don't turn them back. Always keep it real and don't put on a act. No act. Oh, you fit turn your back on your people. Why some people so evil? Watch for the snake, don't make them deceive you. Rain don't fire for you. I feel blessed, got good people in my life. But still I bear love, even though sometimes we fight. Sometimes. But me not change up, no. Me not change up, no. But me not change up, oh no. Me not change up, no way.
Me not change up. Remember the struggle when me have a water coming on me eye. Nothing can face us. Me pray them all like I used to cook the banana and oil. Depression never break us. We face the tribulation every day, but we never know why. While everybody hates us, we still wake up in the morning and praise the Most High. Jah just send a blessing, it a rain on me. Militant soldier in the army, and he bless me with the laws and the testimony. Some go and hold the faith and give.
I feel blessed, got good people in my life. But still I bear love, even though sometimes we fight. Sometimes. But me not change up, no. Me not change up, no. But me not change up, oh no. Me not change up, no way.
I coulda anywhere we go. We not change 'cause we never grow so. They coulda take junk up. Them a change like listen like them never know you. No for them my friend for an occasion. Them against the truth, them turn pagan. Them a cockroach jaw for the bacon. Betray them, them a roll with Satan. Please me I beg you, judge, watch you over me. Protect my soul from my enemies. Them want to see me, them want to see the best of me. Them want me 6 foot deep down in the cemetery. Please me I beg you, judge, watch you over me. Protect my soul from my enemies. Them want to see me, them want to see the best of me. Them want me 6 foot deep down in the cemetery.
I feel blessed, got good people in my life. But still I bear love, even though sometimes we fight. Sometimes. But me not change up, no. Me not change up, no. But me not change up, oh no. Me not change up, no way.
to Four Corners News. I'm Captain Zakar to my left.
Captain Severus.
To my right.
Captain Gad.
To my far right.
I'm Salayel.
And we make up Four Corners News. Hey, we don't want to waste no time. We got to get right back into it. Everybody know what's coming up, right? What's coming up this Sunday?
Super Bowl
Sunday. You got
Hey, I'm gonna tell
Miami
already.
Hey, listen.
Hey, this is
I work in
Judas
downtown Miami.
Holiday.
It's flooded. Miami is flooded right now. So much traffic.
Judas Holiday.
Hey, this is Judas Holiday.
In the NFL, there is no black.
Yeah, oh damn. No. Hey, damn it. Say it again, Cap.
This is Judas Holiday. Super Bowl Sunday.
Hey, Deacon Malachi, I see how you feel, man. Sit between two Benjamites, be ganging up on you. I'm sitting between a daggone Gadite and a Levite, ganging up on a Judite.
Judah, they going all out right now. I mean, all the dunks sitting high, lined up in order.
Yeah, I know that.
They're going crazy, man. They're going crazy.
All
right
the
now,
pork ribs getting sold out of Walmart.
Can't go nowhere right now.
Some of them Levi. Let's believe that, because all y'all follow Judah. Yep, okay. Bring up the video, because we're going to go to Marshawn Lynch. He was interviewed, and he made a statement. Somebody asked him a question about black owners in the NFL, right? So let's see what he had to say. Now, if you don't know nothing about Marshawn Lynch is from the hood. He's from the hood of Oakland. Yeah. And he still got the hood in him.
Yeah, he do.
Even though he got money, he ain't changed. But let's see what he says about that question that was asked of him. Bring it up. Let's play that.
In the NFL, there are no black owners. You know, and I watch you and my other homies play, and I see a lot of black people and poor white people. You know what I'm saying? Mostly black folks.
Right.
How do you feel about that? How do the players talk about that?
Check this out, y'all. What do you say?
It's a tough situation because I mean, you know, you got to think your whole life you've been playing football. You know, for that moment to go ahead and you know, to play in the NFL, and then, you know, when you get there, you know, all the executives, the owners, they all white. And I mean, you know, it get to a point where, you know, in order to fit in, you got to learn how to, I guess it's called code switching or something, where you got to not be yourself in order to fit in, and I'll say to stick around.
Pause that.
And I mean, you know, you don't get too many.
Pause it. That last part was heavy. To stick around. Because your talent will get you in.
Yeah.
But if you don't assimilate, you will not stay.
That's what that is. Code switching is AKA assimilating.
Yep.
And you would think that once they drafted you based on your talent and what you can do, but he's like, you know, hell, everybody's good around here, but only a certain type of dude sticks around.
Right.
Those that change. And you know that, you know, if you know anything about Marshawn, when he used to do interviews with the press, he would get up there and he wouldn't even say nothing. He would answer one word: yes, no, yes.
Yeah. And at one point, he wouldn't even say nothing.
Yeah.
And guess what the NFL did to him? Fined him. Every interview where he didn't speak, he was fined thousands of dollars.
So you mean to tell me they said, nigga, you gonna talk.
You gonna speak. You gonna speak. We ain't paying these reporters for nothing. You gonna speak.
Damn. So he's saying you get there, you played your whole life, and everybody you get there don't look like you, and now you got to change up how you act just to stay there, because they've got the power to cut you or give you that next big contract.
Hey, now, I want our people to understand this. The NFL is made up of 80% Israelites. 80 to 90% Israel, right? We have no owners. We have no executives.
Zero.
We have no CEOs.
Zero.
That should put something in your mind like, man, am I really escaping oppression?
Bring it out.
Are you really escaping oppression?
Yeah.
Are you really escaping the white cops? Are you escaping the white judges? Are you escaping anything that's Caucasian? You're not. You're not escaping it. even with all the money, the talent, you will never escape what God has put over us.
And here we go.
That's slavery.
Deuteronomy.
It's just all it is just a bigger plantation field.
Yep.
That's all it is. That's why they still have that name. Player, owners.
Yep.
Right.
They still own you.
Hey, that's a heavy point you bring out, because I was going to bring this out one day. It's just when the right time on Four Corners that the NBA realized the relationship that it had in the names. You had players and owners, right? So they try to change up the names of the owners to governors. They call the NBA owners. They don't call them after that dude was talking about what was the dude from the Clippers that said I feed
Donald
them?
Sterling.
Donald Sterling. He said I take care of them. I feed them. I give them money. I give them cars. They changed the name from owners to governors to try to put Negroes back to sleep. Those ain't owners. Just because they white don't mean they own us like slaves. They're governors. No, that's exactly what it is, and that's what Marshawn's bringing out. But break it out, Deuteronomy 28, and I want to read verse 29.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 29.
Bring it out.
And thou shalt grope at noonday, as the blind gropeth in darkness, and thou shalt not prosper in thy ways, and thou shalt be only oppressed and spoiled evermore.
Now, see, this is the thing that in our minds, our people, they think that oppression stops once you get money.
Right.
Once I get drafted.
Right. Once you achieve what you've been dreaming about through your childhood.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Oppression stops.
Yep.
No.
And he realized that he went from being poor and oppressed in Oakland, he went right into another oppression. Just this time is he got more money to buy more trinkets to soothe the oppression that is all around him.
Bring it out.
Yep. That's all it is. That way, that's exactly how Esau does it. He separates you from your people.
Yeah.
He give you all the trinkets, the Beckys, everything.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, even if you have the thought of trying to redo something in your neighborhood, they put charities in front of you.
Yeah.
Here, what about this charity? You want to give back? Here, give it to this charity, the Boys and Girls Club.
Well,
that's what they do.
What was that thing they try to push to make the NBA Negroes seem less violent? The NBA Cares, all those commercials and stuff before the game come on, and right before it comes back on from commercial break, NBA Cares. They show NBA players doing community work and stuff and all that, talking to the kids. That's to paint the Negroes in a different light because of where they come from. Hey, go back to the video. Well, go ahead, Kat.
I was gonna say something about the NFL draft.
Yeah.
When you examine the NFL draft, it's done exactly how the auction blocks were.
Yeah.
Bring it out. How big are you?
Blocks.
Right. The slave blocks. How high can you jump?
Yep.
How fast can you run? When you look at the movie 12 Years a Slave, it's a scene in that movie when they made a young man do high knees.
Yep.
How high can you get your knees up? It shows how athletic you are. That shows how much cotton you can pick.
Right.
How much of the sun you can take without water.
Yeah.
All of that is going right into today's NFL draft.
Yeah.
We are actually training our kids. We are training them ourselves, building them up to be rich slaves.
Yep.
That's what we're doing. The white man ain't gotta train our kids. No, they ain't gotta train Billy to teach them how to pick cotton. The parents is teaching the kids how to pick cotton. We teaching our kids to prepare to be rich slaves. Bring it out.
Also, they can make it to Super Bowl Sundays. Go back to the video. Let's see what Marshawn talking about. Pull it back up.
Code switching or something where you gotta not be yourself in order to fit in, and I'll say to stick around. And then you don't get too many athletes that actually go into it with the mindset that they're gonna be able to continue to be themselves and give the game back to the younger athletes in order to start a change and to start something differently, because most people say it's about getting your money in. At that time, getting your money mean just go out there, play football, and shut up. So if you think outside the box.
That's a heavy point. And you know where that came to life, fruition? Colin Kaepernick. He was supposed to just throw a ball to a receiver and shut up.
Shut up.
Right.
Don't say nothing or speak up for your people at all. And if you do, we're going to blackball you. We're going to give you a makeshift interview. And we're not going to even sign you.
But
we're going to sign
the receivers that you threw to.
Who was the receivers?
And watch this, Captain. Watch this. And Colin Kaepernick took the 49ers to the Super Bowl. Bring it out.
And guess what? Who's in a Super Bowl now?
49ers.
The 49ers.
I'm telling you, I wouldn't put it past it where they set it up that way that they made it to show Colin,
we don't need you.
Hey, I won't put nothing past these Edomites, man. That's what God said. Never trust them.
Nope. Never
I won't put nothing. I'm gonna put on. Hey, I seen an interview with a white dude. His name is Chris Borland. He played in the NFL for 1 year. He was the top. He was a rookie of the year. He said he saw something that made him retire early.
1 year?
1 year. He was rookie of the year that year. He saw something that made him. I saw it in a movie. He saw something that made him retire early. What he saw was, he said he came back from a game and it was halftime, and he saw all the men with their pants below their butt. So he said, what the hell going on? So apparently they are giving NFL players, black players, steroids during the game.
What?
So that they can finish the game. These players, I'm telling you, these players are in so much, what's the word I'm looking for?
Jacked up.
Their bodies is just jacked up.
Hey,
but they don't tell us that.
Right. There's NFL players that even had interviews how they get suicidal. Because their bodies are so jacked up afterwards.
That's why I seen it on the what's the brother name? Aaron. What's the brother name?
Aaron Rodgers?
The brother that killed himself. Aaron Hernandez on Netflix.
Oh, the documentary.
I was watching that documentary, and on there, even him and Mike Pouncey from the Steelers, they was talking about how what the NFL bans openly, the trainers give them secretly.
Whoa.
Just so that they can continue in the games.
Damn.
Just so that they can keep that money coming in. Play that game. Don't worry. I know your back hurt.
Fix you right up.
Right. I know you done had 20 concussions in 2 seasons. Don't worry. I got these shots for you.
Yeah.
And he do that under the table.
That's crazy.
Tell you, man.
Sell your soul to Satan, man. And at the end, you got nothing.
Go back to it. Let it play.
People say, it's about getting your money in. At that time, getting your money mean just go out there, play football, and shut up. So if you think outside the box, you tend to shorten your career or not get your career started.
Ooh.
And after chasing that career, after putting in
for so long
time in order to get to the NFL, you kind of
just take it.
Don't do nothing else. So therefore, it leaves you in a position where your whole life you've been trying to get to this point, and now that you're there, you don't make it. You had nothing to fall back on. And I mean, that's probably like 90% of the league. So if you do get in the lead and you do have let's say a 5-year career, that's another 5 years in which you put onto your life where you have not thought about what you're gonna do when it's over. So it kind of mess you up in the head, and you gotta reprogram yourself into thinking something differently. And when you don't have a goal, like, I'm gonna reach the NFL, it kind of
changes you.
It drains you, and it puts you in a different position. So after you've been going for this job to get in the NFL, and people telling you to code switch, and then when you get in the code switch, and then that don't work out for you, and now you got to go back and find yourself.
Make you go crazy.
You chasing your own tail. You fighting demons within yourself, and it's hard to get out of that because nobody has broke the cycle to understand
that's
that.
Heavy.
Stop.
That's
what
where the depression come from.
What the brother is saying, that your whole life, from the childhood, from the youth leagues to the middle school to the high school to the college, you have been chasing the dream of the NFL.
Yeah.
And then you achieve that dream just to find out that it's not like you thought it was going to be.
Right. Yeah.
You thought it was going to be the kingdom of roses and money.
Yep.
But it's actually the kingdom of Satan.
Yeah.
Then once they let you know they Satan, and if you don't assimilate, they kick you out. What else you got to do?
Hey, that's the same thing that happens in the entertainment industry.
Absolutely.
You got to do things to stay there that go against your morality as a human being, and therefore you this is what it says. Go to 1 Timothy 6. God got all the answers, man. All of the answers. 1 Timothy chapter 6, and I want to start at verse 9. Let's read that.
1 Timothy chapter 6 and verse 9.
Bring it out.
But they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare and into many foolish and hurtful lusts, which drown men in destruction and perdition.
Because like you said, from that youth, you've been chasing riches all your life. And you know the quickest way for a black man to get rich in America is through sports. It's through rapping.
Right.
You know that. So we do whatever we have to do to get that money, no matter what it is. It may even be taking under the table medicine that's going to jack you up, make you go crazy in the long run. Play with concussions where after you get out, you going to go crazy, you're going to die, and then they go dissect your damn brain. But you're doing it for the money, for the here and the now. Read verse 10.
For the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some coveted after.
Okay. Read on.
They have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows.
With many sorrows, man. Like Marshall's topic said, you can't be yourself.
No.
Right, you can't.
You got to be somebody else.
You can imagine how many family members or friends that they had to cut off so they could attend those parties and all that. You see that? So, and once they get cut and they have to come back, you're looking at your friends looking at you like,
what's up, man? Why you different?
You cold switched on us, man.
That's why they. Hey, that's why
you
they
coming
push,
back on the block.
Right. That's why they push white. What they call them?
White girl, Becky's.
White girls, but what's the agents?
Oh yeah.
White agents, white girls.
Right.
That's what they push.
Yeah. Hey, we got the caller. All right. Hey.
Shalom, officer.
Shalom, officer. You on Four Corners News?
Here we go.
You there? We can't hear you.
Turn them up. Turn them up.
Hey, shalom. Most High Christ bless.
Hey, Most High Christ bless. Officer, get a line. Turn him up for us some more so we can hear him.
Oh, man. All the captains. All praise to the Most High. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead.
All praise. I just wanted to chime in. Man, I respect everything y'all might have been doing down there in Miami. All praise to the Most High. I wanted to chime in on what Marshawn Lynch was saying.
Yeah.
The brother's on point, man, because, you know, when you get to that level of stardom, or you get to that level where you playing in the NFL or the NBA, you do feel that pressure. You know, you do feel that pressure. You start looking around and you start seeing that, hey, look, everybody that looks like me is a player that's working out 4, 5, 6, 7 hours out of the day, but everybody that look like, everybody that's a so-called white man, they the one owning the team.
Yeah.
You know, when I played for the Orlando Magic, they had a window from where the GM and the owners, they sat and looked down on the court. So
wow.
we were practicing right. Damn. You know, they looked down on the court to make sure we met our times.
Damn.
You know, and it was like, you always felt that pressure that they're watching you. You know,
that sounds like
exactly what the brother.
That's like modern day slavery.
That sounds like a slave master looking from the plantation house down at his slaves if they pick it cotton fast enough.
That's crazy.
And I want to lose a gift to stroke the heart, man, because them what they call them, the contracts,
the
$1 million contracts and the signing bonuses, all of that don't mean nothing, man. You have just become property.
Yeah,
that's what you are. You have just become someone's property.
Right.
All praise it, Captain. You on point, because I can tell you, my wife can tell you as well. In my contract, in my rookie contract with Orlando, they had it to where it was required for me to make 12 appearances, at least 12 appearances at the functions that they deemed worthy for a rookie to be at.
Damn.
So if it was a Christmas party,
damn,
if it was a birthday party,
had to go.
If it was a Thanksgiving dinner, whatever it was, if I had to put a Santa Claus hat on and go pass out gifts to little Edomite kids.
NBA cares.
Oh, man.
Damn.
That's that NBA care stuff that I was talking about earlier.
Hey, those are the little things that they don't put out in the mainstream. We see the running backs, we see the point guards. They doing their thing, but we don't even know that what's really written in their contracts.
Yeah.
We don't really know what's going on.
Right.
How if you don't make this certain amount of tackles, if you don't make this certain amount of yards, you gone, you out,
you gone. You gone, man. That's heavy.
Right.
Hey,
that's called incentives. You have to have incentives in your contract.
Yeah.
If you made a certain amount of rebounds, you made a certain amount of points, that would trigger those bonuses. If you don't meet those requirements, you get an average money. A lot of these players, you see them signing for $100 million contracts, but they only gonna see $20 million because Uncle Sam gonna take 50%.
Oh,
because
yeah.
of the tax bracket they in. If they don't meet those incentives, they're gonna lose another 30.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. That's why they be trying to get these maxed out contracts, try to get as much as they can, because they know
that's why
they ain't gonna see most of that money.
Yeah, that's why they hold out.
Hey, man, that's just modern day slavery. See, that's what it is. That's why the scriptures say that thou art wiser than Daniel. He know how to keep slaves, but he just go give you a little bit more money to make you think you free, because you been so damn poor. When you get a little bit of money, you gonna think you hit lotto. But he's like, Negro, that money I gave you is crumbs compared to what I got. How do you think I'm paying everybody around here? That's crumbs, man. Damn, that's heavy. Hey, thank you for your call, Officer Get Alive, man. We're going to get back to the show.
Hey, can I get a script real quick?
Appreciate y'all.
Get Deuteronomy 28. Hey, shalom, officer. Get Deuteronomy 28:45 real quick. Just read it real quick.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 45.
Come on.
Moreover, all these curses
all these plagues, all these curses
shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee till
and overtake thee and pursue thee. Do you know that means wherever you at?
Yeah.
That means whatever financial situation you in. God says these curses go pursue thee.
No matter what class, social class you in.
It don't matter. Y'all know what it means to pursue something? I mean, it's always chasing you. You can't run from it. It's always a step behind.
So that means when you're poor, it's chasing you. When you become middle class, it's chasing you. When you get rich,
it's chasing you.
When you get wealthy,
I'm still there. I'm still there. You could be a billionaire. Hell, you could become the president of the United States. Them curses still gonna chase you behind.
No matter what. Because remember, you could be rich, balling. You still got. What about your brother? What about your cousins? Your nation. Because remember, Esau he's balling because his nation is ruling.
Right.
They all.
That's why you got no black NFL owners, because Esau nation is doing good.
Bring it out. Hey, remember with Donald Sterling, he said, "My friends talk to me."
Yes.
Those were NBA owners.
Yeah.
Those were other owners telling them, "Hey, man, your girl keep bringing niggas to the game.
Yeah, they know this.
You better fix that, or we gonna have to kick you out of the brotherhood.
Yeah.
We have to kick you out of the club.
Yeah. Hey, break it out. Break it out. Go back to the article. Is that it on that article? I mean, that video? Go back to the video. Let's play it out.
We talk about it all the time. It's like a backup plan, but when you see the NFL is so promising and you see all the glamour behind it, you don't think about that. And I mean, at the end of the day, you watch what's going on.
Okay, so that's it on that video? All right, now go to the next video, because, I want to, South Park be telling the truth.
And they do.
But they put it in a comedic way, right?
Yeah.
Oh, man. So you hear up here, we talk about that's a plantation. Your Super Bowl Sunday is just the best of the best slaves that made it to the highest level of sports in the Super Bowl, in football, right?
Yep.
Play the video of what South Park said. Watch this, y'all. This is heavy, man. University of Colorado Boulder. Play it.
Dean Howland, a representative from another prestigious institution, is here to see you.
A what? Send him in.
Hello there. The name is Eric P. Cartman. I'm a well-respected owner in the slave trade.
Listen.
In the what?
My peaches, what a wonderful office you got yourself, y'all. Certainly got yourself a lucrative business, don't you? Well, let me get right down to it then. Like yourself, I'm also in the slave trade.
Woo!
But at the moment, I find myself in a little quandary with legal issues. Was wondering if you could share some secrets.
This is heavy.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, right.
You have some mighty strong-looking workers here, sir. I'd be willing to offer you $40 for 2 of the white ones and $50 for the blacks.
Damn!
Are you referring to our student athletes?
Student athletes. Oh, that is brilliant, sir. Now, when we sell their likeness for video games, how do we get around paying for our slaves? Student athletes.
Damn. Look, there are good reasons why our student athletes cannot be paid, young man.
I ain't arguing. If they got paid, then how'd we make all our money?
Oh, damn! And we have no desire to own slaves.
But of course you own slaves because... Oh, right. Of course you don't have desire to own slaves, son. Neither do I. And if there was any government agency listening in on this here conversation, they should know that we're not talking about slave ownership at all. All right, so now how do you get around not paying your slaves?
Get out. This is a prestigious university, and I am not saying one more word to you.
You think you can do whatever you want just because your corporation is a university? This country was founded on the ideals that one corporation couldn't hog all the slaves while the rest of us wallow in poverty.
Stop!
Heavy!
You heard what he said.
That's heavy
This
video.
country was founded on the idea that one corporation could not own all the slaves.
All the slaves. They call that a monopoly now.
A monopoly. And you got to think about what South Park just brought out.
Yeah.
These college players, they don't get paid. Just think about that.
Yeah.
They don't get paid. A lot of these coaches in college get paid more than NFL coaches.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
They don't get paid. They get hurt. They get the same injuries as an NFL player, but they don't get no money.
Hey, go to Psalm 64:8. So now what they did, they passed a law, or whatever. They try to give them. It started in L.A. or California, try to give them a little bit of money compared, or they could sell their own likeness or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's not even It's not even a comparison to what they truly make as an institution. No. It, like I said, it's crumbs.
Right. Billions of dollars.
They make billions of dollars in the NCAA, the NBA, the NFL, college football. Yeah. Read Psalm 64:8 because this is what just happened in that South Park video. Play it. Read it.
Psalms chapter 64 and verse 8.
Bring it out.
So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves.
That's what happened in this video. Esau is telling you what he's actually doing.
Right.
And he's got code words to shield it and make you fall asleep. Student athletes.
Governors.
Student athletes.
Student athletes.
Hey, Cap, real quick. The Clemson football team generated $53.9 million. Wow. During the 2017 and 18 academic year, accounting for 42% of the department's total reported revenue.
Hey, now look at this. I played college football, so I will let you know this.
Oh, here we go.
Nobody shows up to the volleyball games. Nobody shows up to the baseball games.
Nope.
If your basketball team is weak, nobody shows up to the basketball games.
Nah.
Nobody shows up to the lacrosse games.
Wow.
They all show up to the football game.
Packed out. It be packed. Hey, you can even have a sorry team.
A sorry team.
But the college gonna show up. The fans gonna be there.
Yep. Hey man, I want to watch that video again. Run it back so that can sink in and let you, and so South Park can let you know what they are doing to the people that play, our brothers and sisters that play sports.
Bring it out.
Go back to that video.
Student athletes.
Steve Howland, a representative from another prestigious institution, is here to see you.
A what? Send him in.
Prestigious institution.
Hello, sir. The name is Eric P. Cotman. I'm a well-respected owner in the slave trade.
His name is Cotman.
In the what?
My peaches, what a wonderful office you got yourself, y'all. Certainly got yourself a lucrative business, don't you? Well, let me get right down to it then.
Straight
like
to
yourself,
business.
I'm also in the slave trade. But at the moment, I find myself in a little quandary with legal issues. Was wondering if you could share some secrets.
This is heavy.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
And he won't play
You have some mighty strong-looking workers here, sir. I'd be willing to offer you $40 for 2 of the white ones and $50 for the blacks.
Are you referring to our student athletes?
Student athletes. Oh, that is brilliant, sir.
Woo!
we sell their likeness for video games? How do we get around paying for our slaves, student athletes then?
Look, there are good reasons why our student athletes cannot be paid, young man.
I ain't arguing. If they got paid, then how'd we make all our money, right?
We do not own slaves, and we have no desire to own slaves.
But of course you own slaves because... right. Of course you don't have desire to own slaves, son. Neither do I. And if there was any government agency listening in on this here conversation, they should know that we're not talking about slave ownership at all. All right, so now how do you get around not paying your slaves?
There you go. Get out. This is a prestigious university, and I am not saying one more word to you.
You think you can do whatever you want just because your corporation is a university? This country was founded on the ideals that one corporation couldn't hog all the slaves while the rest of us wallow in poverty. Screw you, sir. I'm going home.
Hey, that's a heavy.
That's heavy, man.
Hey, you gotta think about it. He letting you know, South Park letting you know that on the back end, that's how they talk.
Yeah,
and they know exactly what student athletes mean.
Yep, exactly.
That's how they talk. What they said. Well, what he said. Right. Just in case anyone's listening on this conversation, we're not talking about slaves. We're talking about student athletes.
Hey, you want to know how? You want to know how this is? This little cartoon right here got so much truth in it that they got code words. They talk a certain way to get their point across. Trump is doing the same exact thing.
Yep.
I've been looking at some of that impeachment stuff. I'm like, this place is truly Babylon the Great. This is the place that rules all countries. Because that dude has literally stood on national TV and said, if I was China, if I was Russia, I would investigate the Bidens. That's code word to the other people. Investigate them. This is what you need to do. The same thing with this whole student athletes. That's what you call them, huh? Student athletes. Okay. All right. But this is how we go get our money through these code words. Now I'm gonna show you how it ain't just in the NFL. I mean the NBA. It's in the NFL. Go to that at Rooney Rule. If you don't know about the Rooney Rule, we great read it real quick. Read it for him, officer, real quick, and show you what the Rooney Rule is in the NFL.
The Rooney Rule is a National Football League policy that requires league teams to interview ethnic minority candidates,
black and Hispanics,
for head coaching and senior football operation jobs.
There is only one black general manager in the NFL, Ozzie Newsome, for the Baltimore Ravens. Go ahead.
It is an example of affirmative action.
So they had to put, look, a league where it's 90% black people, they had to put in a rule for affirmative action just for black people to be in the front office because the only place they wanted you was the plantation field. Out on the field. You could be in the big house with the rest of us. We want you in the field. And they call it what? The football field.
Bring it out.
So it ain't the cotton field no more. It's the football field.
Damn. Go back. Go back.
Hey, drop the bomb, brother. Drop the bomb.
Go back to it. It's an example of affirmative action. Read on.
Even though there is no hiring quota or hiring preference given to minorities, only an interviewing quota.
So they don't have to hire you. All they got to do is bring you in for an interview. Read on.
It was established in 2003, and variations of the rule are now in place in other industries.
Now you see, they put in a rule, right? Now let's see if it's working for black men in the NFL to become head coaches, general managers, GMs, executives, all of that.
Owners.
Go down, scroll down to impact. It was implemented in 2003, right? Scroll down more. Scroll down. It's going to be right after that. Impact. Let's see how much it's working in 17 years.
I'll read it.
Read it.
Since the Rooney Rule was established, several NFL franchises have hired African-American head coaches, including the Steelers themselves, who hired Mike Tomlin.
Now, we all know Mike Tomlin, the black dude. If you've watched sports before, you know Mike Tomlin. Go ahead. Yeah, Steelers.
Before the 2007 season, the Steelers, however, had already interviewed Ron Rivera.
He's a Spanish dude.
Who was ethnically Hispanic, to fulfill fulfill the requirement before interviewing Tomlin. And Rooney himself contends that Tomlin's hiring did not result from the rule.
Read on.
At the start of the 2006 season, the overall percentage of African-American coaches had jumped to 22%.
So it jumped up to 22%, right? Read on.
Up from 6% prior to the Rooney rule.
So it jumped up. It was only 6% before that. Read the next part.
As of 2020, the NFL has 3 African-American head coaches.
Read this. Read it. Read that part.
The same number as in 2003 when the Rooney rule was adopted.
Drop the ball.
Unbelievable.
Man.
It's the same amount of coaches.
Damn.
They made a rule that they got to interview you, but we still not getting hired.
Still not. It's the same amount of NFL coaches before the rule was implemented.
Right.
So guess what that means? Ain't nothing changed.
It ain't nothing you can do.
So you saying Jay-Z not gonna do nothing?
Oh,
here we go. Say it ain't so. He
Here
we go. He got the blueprint.
That's why.
Right, don't he?
His blueprint can't help no black coaches get a job.
Right.
They out there hiring wide receiver special team coaches over
For
black
head
coaches.
Yep. Bring it out. That's true.
A wide receiver special teams coach got a job before a black offensive coordinator coach did this year. And guess where that black offensive coordinator is right now?
What?
In the Super Bowl!
Damn.
He's in the Super Bowl and still didn't get a job.
That lets you know something.
There you go.
That lets you know something.
There you have it.
Hey, let me get a script real quick.
Break it out,
Get Second
man.
Maccabees 4 real quick. Read Second
But
Maccabees
Negroes
4.
love football. Negroes are going to be out there on Super Bowl Sunday spending all their money, all their donks, and they don't even want your people in the front office.
Come on.
Keep them Negroes in the field.
Hey, watch this. Read verse 13.
Second Maccabees chapter 4 verse 13.
Bring it out.
Now such was the height of Greek fashion.
Greek fashions. Read.
And an increase of heathenish manners.
Of what?
Of heathenish manners.
Newsbreak. Football is not our heritage.
That's right.
Football is not our tradition.
That's right.
Football is not the black man's fashion.
That's right.
Read verse 15.
Verse 15. Not setting by the honors of their fathers, but liking the glory of the Grecians best of all.
And that's what's going on with the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
Yeah.
We say we stand up for oppression.
Right.
We know the white man did this, the white man did that, but we still glorify in the white man's fashion.
That's right.
We had to fight to play football.
Yeah.
We had to fight to play basketball. We had to fight to play baseball, but then we still celebrate it. We still celebrating it.
Yeah.
And on Sunday, you know what we're going to do? Well, like you said, Cap, we get paid, we're going to spend all our money.
Hey, I want you to read the next verse. The next verse is heavy. Verse 16.
Verse 16. By reason whereof.
Because you love the glory of the Grecians. So for that reason,
sore calamity came upon them.
God says, because you love the glory of the Grecians, you love these sports, you love football, sore calamity is going to come on you. You're going to get concussions. You're going to have brain injuries. You're going to make it to a place where you can't even be yourself once you get there.
Suicide.
Yeah, there you go. Body aching.
Yeah.
You want death on yourself.
You're going to have to be you got to be a brown, you got to have to be a white man in brown skin just to stay there, because if you act like a nigga when you right here, we won't sign your contract and bring you back. How you like them apples? Well, you know what? You're kind of right. I think I do need to shape up.
Pass the mayonnaise.
I'll show up to that Christmas function with the hat on my head, even though I don't celebrate Christmas. I'll show up there for the money.
Hey, for all you so-called blacks and Hispanics that's about to worship the 49ers and the Chiefs this Sunday, shame on you. Shame on you.
Yep.
And you should be doggone, what was it? You should be ashamed of yourself.
Shame on you for two reasons. One, like we're going over now, they won't even let your own people get into the NFL to own a team.
Right.
Hell, maybe you ain't got the money to own a team. They won't even let your people be the head coaches. They won't let your people be the executives. They won't let your people be the general managers.
Right.
They don't even want your people being offense coordinators, defense coordinators. Those are some of the most prized positions in the NFL. And the second reason is when your own people, a black man named Colin Kaepernick,
bring it out,
stood up for you and tried to bring awareness to the white folk that was gunning you down out there on the streets. They said, this nigga got to go. And they ain't never let him back in. And you got black people right now buying tickets to go to the Super Bowl.
Hey, read verse 15 one more time.
Heavy, man.
Verse 15. Not setting by the honors of their fathers.
There you go. Their heritage. Yeah. The honors of their fathers was running this planet. We was in tune with the Lord. We had everything set. But it said we set it aside and did what? Read?
But liking the glory of the Grecians best of all.
Serve the Grecians.
Hey, we like the glory.
You took off your royal robe, your garments. For what?
God-given dress code.
Put on a helmet.
Right. Put on tights.
Bring it out.
Pants. And then you get there, you can't even be your own self or speak up for your people's oppression that you clearly see.
Hey, even if you play too rough, you hit somebody too hard. You think that rule was made for white folks?
Right.
That rule was made for us.
Negroes out there.
We were taking hands off.
Right.
We too aggressive. Now they trying to make the league more gentle.
Heavy.
And guess who has the most mercy on the football team? The quarterback.
It was created for
Come on, man. That's why when a black man plays quarterback, when a black man plays quarterback, they allow him to get raped.
Yep. He get hit.
But let you blow on Tom Brady. And see, don't you get $1 million fine.
Right.
Yeah, that's it. Flag.
Flag.
Personal foul on the nigga on the end because they blew on Tom Brady.
I'm telling you, man. Hey, it's all systematically done to oppress us, even in the midst of riches.
That's heavy. Hey, we gonna wrap it up with that. I hope you learned something here on Four Corners News where the truth speaks. Lord's Will Life Lasts. Tune in next Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be back with more current news and events. Tune in this Friday to Friday Night Raw with Deacon A.
That's right.
Then you got the Sabbath with the Bishop.
That's right.
The Deacons.
That's
and
right.
Lord's Will Life Lasts. You got Patient Saints Radio. All right, so we want to give a shout out. Go ahead, Cap.
We got Soldier Lemuel, Soldier Caleb.
On the cameras.
We got Officer Azaniah. We got Officer Zion back there, Brother Paul. Who else we got that back there? Officer Mosa back there. All praise to the Most High.
We got Soldier Bezaleel working on the IUIC wall.
That's right.
Shout out to him.
All praise.
Don't forget, support the Booster Club, y'all. Support this truth, because remember, we're trying to reach the four corners of this earth.
That's right.
So we could get up out of this captivity, y'all. Support. Also visit IUIC at IsraelUnite.org. All right. And remember, classes 7 days a week, three times a day for free.
That's right. And we also got from here in Miami, we got Solomon's Closet. Check it out, Solomons-Closet.com. Check it out. We got some stuff on there. And also subscribe to the Four Corners News YouTube page. Right? We're going to transition over to that sooner or later. Four Corners News YouTube page. Check out Solomon's Closet.
All praise.
All right. And with that, we gonna say shalom.
Four Corner News, where truth speaks.
We are a non-violent, Bible-based movement. We do not advocate or condone any acts of violence against any race, ethnicity, or gender. We advise that if anyone hears or knows of any plot to cause harm to anyone or to break the laws of the land,
you must contact the proper authorities to bring awareness to any possible threat, as stated in Leviticus chapter 5, verse 1.
You think you're good because your judgment seems it hasn't come. But in the hour there'll be no place to hide and no place to run. You think you're good in your security, but execution coming speedily. No idle words, you better watch your mouth. You better keep thy foot whenever you step in this house. Playing with your sin right now, that's so dangerous. Your judgment come quick before you try to hang it up. That's something you can't run away from. That's something you can't run away from. And that's something you can't run away